to talk about the sort of the differences as a woman that's voting right now between Pierre Poilievre and Mark Carney and how I see them. So we had Mark Carney on the campaign trail coming out and talking about how it was very important for them to ensure that people that are guilty of or being, charged with domestic violence, especially intimate partner domestic violence, will no longer have access to guns. And I know everyone's trying to say that was already on the books, but no, this is automatic. This is not up to the discretion of the judge or there will be no gray area. If you are charged with these things, your guns will be removed from the house in order to protect, most cases, women. I'm not saying that men cannot be victims of domestic violence, intimate, but in most cases it's women. So this would be an automatic thing. So while Carney is out there talking about things that are important to women, and he also talked about too, apparently they're going to be bringing out a policy as well that will prevent people from creating deep fake corn of women too, and make that a crime as well, which should be, right? So while Carney is talking about things that are, very prevalent, very important, that should have been done and dealt with a long time ago on a stricter, automatic basis. Poilievre is fucking gaslighting women right now, trying to say that he will not make laws that will ban abortion. And when I say gaslighting, I mean he's bullshitting. He's carefully choosing his words to say that he won't make laws to restrict abortion, but he is going to fuck with Canada's healthcare system in order to make it extremely difficult for women to get access to that. Because, you see, Canada right now has the Canadian Healthcare Act that pretty much says that you have the right as a Canadian to access all healthcare through public funding, right? But currently there are provinces like Ontario and Alberta, for example, that want to privatize a lot of healthcare, right? Because it's more profitable, right? Of course they want to make money off of it. But Pierre, what he's going to do is, he's not going to make any laws or rules, but he's going to change the Canadian Healthcare Act so that those provinces can privatize a whole bunch of healthcare. And what he'll do is he'll change the language and make it so that abortion is no longer one of those things that it's a requirement to be provided through public health care. He'll make it so that it's not one of those things that you have a right to get without paying. So he'll put it behind a paywall, basically. That's his plan. He has no intention of ensuring that women will, or pregnant people will have the access to abortions through our universal health care. No, he'll make it so that it will be difficult for you to pay. And then once it's difficult for you to access it because you have to pay for it, it'll also become one of those things where less and less people will probably offer it as well. So not only will it be difficult because you'll have to pay for it, it'll also be difficult because there'll be probably less people offering it. Because already there are doctors that, for religious reasons, don't want to offer those services and make it difficult. As somebody that used to work as a clinical assistant, trust me, I know that there were doctors that just outright said, I don't want to deal with it. Send them to a gynecologist. They can get the referral then. And it's like, but you could do the referral. Oh, I don't want to. So, they will give the power to the doctors, to the clinics, to all of, and make it extremely fucking difficult for people to gain access to that healthcare. And so that's the difference. This is why I am not voting Poilievre, because he fucking bullshits. He uses, just like Trump did, he uses very specific language to make it seem like, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. It's the same thing when he said that he would never, he was, I would never introduce a ban on abortion. But he didn't say that he would prevent his MPs from doing it, because they certainly have tried. They have tried twice. They tried to sneak in a law that would have given fetuses personhood. Thankfully, that was shot down by the Liberal government. And then there was another MP that actually just outright wanted to bring an abortion law. So, so all you have to do is look at the way that he talks. It's like when he talks about, oh, I will not take away pharmacare, Dentico, or any of those programs for the people that are already on it. The key word being already on it. Because after the election, there's a whole bunch of people that are supposed to be getting access to that dental care. And there's a whole bunch, that he'd probably stop. And then there's a whole bunch of people that haven't signed up for pharmacare yet because it has to be adopted by the provinces. So, and that hasn't happened yet. So he'll just cut off the ability for the other provinces that haven't signed up yet. Like everything with Poilievre is the way that he uses his words specifically. So, like I said, when you got one candidate that is seriously understanding the things that women care about and protecting those things, protecting us, and another candidate that is using fucking sneaky ass language to lie, and to the untrained person that, will think that he's, oh, I don't have to worry about him taking away that access. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Alberta is already trying to pull that shit. Like, so